Hey, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Dylan's Daily Show. And Donald Trump is finished. No, he's not. I'm kidding. All right. The reason I'm saying that is because that's what the media is saying right now. Because the tell-all that was just released today called Fire and Fury Inside the Trump White House, authored by Michael Wolff, is the author's name. I believe that's his name. Let's check. Yes, Michael Wolff. He was the author of this tell-all called Fire and Fury. He released a book that is a tell-all of the Trump administration. Now, what this is it's essentially, he's saying he got this unprecedented access to the Trump White House and to Donald Trump to conduct these interviews and to write this book that's essentially exposing the Trump administration. Or in other words, he's been doing what the media's been trying to do for the whole time. Now, what's the goal of this book, right? What's the goal? And we'll talk about this before I was going to save the goal for the end, but I'm going to put the goal at the beginning here because why not? The goal of this book, all right, is the same thing that the media and the left have been trying to do since Donald Trump announced he was running for president and now since he took office. What they're trying to do is discredit him, ruin the Republicans, and ruin him. And that's what they want to do. That's all they care about, and that's all they've been doing. And that's proven through their actions, all right? Now, this tell-all is full of baloney. I mean, I've seen interviews with guys. I'm not going to read it because it's a bunch of BS. But this guy, Michael Wolff, is not a credible source. And we're going to get into that in a little bit as the video continues. But Steve Bannon and Donald Trump have been going back and forth. We have Steve Bannon talking, saying there's a 33% chance that Donald Trump doesn't finish, or it's some percentage, like I don't remember if that's the right one, but 33% chance that Donald Trump doesn't finish his term, he gets impeached, or he just quits. It's all this stupid stuff. Or maybe it was like 66%. I don't remember. But some percentage that Donald Trump doesn't finish his term or he gets impeached or something like that, which is total BS. And it's funny that this book is coming out. The release date was pushed up by the publisher, if you don't know. It's funny that this book is coming out right after tax reform has been passed and signed. Right after, it was revealed 143 million Americans are going to be receiving tax cuts. We're really starting to see winning from the Trump administration. We're making progress on the wall. Obamacare is dying, especially after the mandates have been cut in this new tax bill. And it's been a really good time for Donald Trump and his administration and for the American people. Manufacturing jobs, the Dow reaching record highs. And then this book comes out, which again, this book contains exactly what the media has been saying since Donald Trump announced he's running for president. All right. It's nothing new. It's exactly what the media has been saying since Donald Trump is announced for president. It's just a hit piece. Now, are we supposed to just believe what this book is saying because now that it's in between two covers rather than coming out of the liberal media? No. All right. Now let's talk a little bit about the author. Well, actually, I'm going to read Trump's tweet first regarding it. Now, I tweeted a couple times about it, but this is the one that I like because, as you know, Donald Trump and Steve Bannon have been going back and forth as of late. They're not too happy with each other, because Steve Bannon was ousted because he was the leaker. If you've noticed, there have been no more leaks. And so Steve Bannon was ousted. But right here it says, Michael Wolff, this is from Donald Trump's Twitter. Michael Wolff is a total loser who made up the stories in order to sell this really boring and untruthful book. He used sloppy Steve Bannon, who cried when he got fired and begged for his job. Now sloppy Steve has been dumped like a dog by almost everyone. Too bad. All right. So he's obviously attacking sloppy Steve Bannon as well. But yeah, so this is a battle between the left, Steve Bannon, and Donald Trump. And by the way, I just want to put out there, I predicted this crap about Steve Bannon when Donald Trump, put Steve Bannon in the White House. I said, don't do that. He's controversial. There's no reason to do that. You're not really going to gain anything from him. Then he did it anyway. I mean, obviously he wasn't listening to me, but I mean, he did it. And everyone was like, oh no, it's a good choice. It's a good choice. Steve Bannon's ousted because he's the leaker. And then, people are still defending him because he's going out there on the stump for conservatives. Then he's attacking Trump now, and everyone's trying to decide who they support. And it's just like, you could have saved the trouble if you just listened to me to begin with and didn't support Steve Bannon, but whatever. Let's talk a little bit about Michael Wolff, who is the author of this tell-all, because it's pretty interesting. He is a liar, a straight-up liar, this Michael Wolff character. And he looks like a villain from, look at this guy. I mean, he looks like a villain from some sort of Bond movie or something. I don't even know if he qualifies to be a villain in the Bond movie. He looks goofy. So Maggie Haberman from the New York Times says he gets basic details wrong. Mike Allen and Jay Vanderbilt from Axios says wrong, sloppy. John Podhorts from the New York Post says, ignorance, a total sleazebag, an unprincipled writer of fiction. That's Steve Ratner from the Obama Auto Czar. The National Review, Rich Lowry from the National Review. Too stupid and malicious for words. The author says he can't be sure if parts are true. That's from Business Insider. By the way, he said that about this Trump tell-all. He said, I can't be sure if parts are true. Now, the author himself is saying that. Are we supposed to believe that the book is accurate when the author of the book himself is saying we can't be sure if parts are true? I don't think so. Brian Stelter from CNN, quote, real factual errors makes you wonder about the overall content. Michael Calderon from Politico, a broader skepticism among journalists over the being able to verify certain details in the book. Sorry, there's so many quotes on here, I lost track. And again, I mean, those are just a few of the people who have read this book and who know of this author saying terrible things about him. He's not to be trusted. He's not a reliable source. So, I mean, again, this is just going to blow over. This is the hit piece. And it's the basic stuff. They're not attacking Trump on policy. They're not attacking Trump on principle. What they're doing is they're attacking Trump on, oh, well, he's just not level-headed. He gets questioned every single day. Everybody around him. That's what the author of the book said. Michael Wolff said. He was on an interview with NBC. He said, every single person in Donald Trump's administration has questioned his intelligence and his, if he's fit for the job or not. Now, it's funny because Rex Tillerson came out and said that he never questioned Trump's intelligence or being fit for the job. That happened. So, and that was the left-wing media started that. But anyway, this is not the end of Donald Trump. It's going to be totally fine. I made the title because that's what the media has been saying. Everything's going to be fine, ladies and gentlemen. This will just blow over. It's just a stupid book with a bunch of stupid hit pieces on Donald Trump. There's no factual evidence of any of this stuff, and there never will be. The Russia narrative is dying, so now they're turning back to this. Personal attacks, hoping that they'll get somewhere, but they will not. Anyway, before I go here, I want to tell you guys about an exclusive interview with Donald J. Trump Jr. My buddies and my partners over at redlinemedia.org, co-owners The Typical Liberal or Grant and Rogan or DC Drano, they have just uploaded their exclusive interview with Donald Trump Jr. from the Turning Point USA conference. So make sure you go over to redlinemedia.org. The link will be in the description of this video. Make sure you check that out. It's an awesome interview. And you just talk about, the millennials, the future of the conservative movement, talk about what's next for Donald Trump, President Trump. And it's a pretty interesting interview. And I have to say, I really do like Donald Trump Jr. He's a fantastic guy, very well spoken, and I can see him having a future in politics. But anyway, that is it for the video today, ladies and gentlemen. If you enjoyed, make sure you like and share. Don't forget to subscribe so you don't miss out on any more. I will catch up with you guys next time. Bye-bye.